Hi, Eric Mercia here with another episode of Tech Tip Tuesday. This week we're going to be talking about something, this is a application or a process, if you will, that I use every time I'm scheduling quarterly reviews. I can't remember who I got the idea from to even look for this type of application, but it has worked really, really well for me. I get questions about it all the time. People are always wanting to know, what do I use? How do I use it? And so this is going to be the behind the scenes reveal of that. So if you're already a client and you get those emails that contain the quarterly review link that allow you to see my calendar, even though you're not inside our company, and then schedule time on it, which then sends you an invite, it sends me an invite, and it even integrates with our GoToMeeting account, so it attaches that as well. What I use for that is this really cool little program called Calendly. You can see it at calendly.com. And so what it does in a nutshell is Calendly is linked to my email account, which is hosted with Microsoft Office 365. And then it is linked also to our GoToMeeting account. And so at the onset, what I did was came in here and I set up some different things like, a 30-minute one-on-one meeting, a 1-hour meeting, an internal meeting, a 15-minute meeting, and then, these quarterly review meetings that I cycle through as the quarters go on. And what you can see is that it generates these links for each one of these meetings, and each one has some really cool settings like, for example, I can create this ahead of time, but only allow individuals to schedule on certain days between certain times or start it in the future. You can configure custom questions to ask those folks when they're scheduling, and then there's notifications and cancellations, there's text reminders. There are a million different things that you can do, up to and including collecting payments, which is not something we use, but there's so much you can do inside of here. It's just mind-blowing. And at the end of everything, what it allows you to do is when I send this out to someone else, what they see is this right here. It tells them, they're looking at my calendar, what the event is. I already have a note in there to join the GoToMeeting at the specified time. The details will be provided in the confirmation. And they can literally go through my calendar and it'll tell them, well, this was for Q2, so bad example because it's already gone. Here, I'll click on this one right here. So you can see when I click on a day, it allows me to go through and pick a day. If you have ever tried to schedule a meeting with anyone before, you know as well as I do, or a group of people for that matter, it is the biggest pain to coordinate everybody's schedules. So I have found by just giving people the freedom to schedule on my calendar whatever works best for them, the consistency of the meetings that I have has gone through the roof. I would always have cancellations before or last minute requests, and none of that happens anymore. It happens occasionally, but nowhere near as much as it did before I had this. And so this has not only made me more productive, the individuals that I deal with love it because it just makes their life easier. It's literally utilizing technology to make everyone involved's life easier. And so I thought I would do a quick little segment on that. You don't have to use Calendly. There's a lot of different applications that are out there. There's some that are free. There's some that are paid for. I liked this one. I tested this one because it integrates with Office 365 and GoToMeeting, and so that worked well for what we do. But you don't have to use that. So in any case, I just wanted to do a real quick little segment on that. I thought it was a really neat little nugget of information to pass along. So that is your tech tip for this week. I look forward to talking to you again next week.